Hello, it's Dr. Shell Watts of MBAadmit.com. I'm happy to be here today to talk to you about 4 important admissions success tips when you are applying for an executive MBA. So today is just a video short. We're going to give a very high level view of 4 very important tips. Before I get into that, I just want to tell you a bit about our company. I've been offering admissions advising for over 30 years. Our company actually predates all of the top EMBA programs, which means we've seen them from day one. We understand the nuances of admissions at each of the top schools, and we're more than happy to share that with you as we advise people through the process. One of the distinctives about our company is that you're able to work directly with me. I'm the founder, a graduate of Harvard and Oxford, who has Harvard admissions experience and work experience with both McKinsey and Company and Morgan Stanley. One of the other distinctives of our company is that we have very low pricing, as you will notice when you compare us with our top competitors. Our competitors are charging somewhere around $6,000 to $7,000 per application. We price our comprehensive services around $2,000, $2,400. We even offer packages as low as $725 to review essays you've already written, where you just want to make sure that everything is on track. We are more than happy to give you a free profile evaluation so that you understand what our view is of the strength of your candidacy and where you might fare well. So feel free to send us your LinkedIn profile, your most recent resume, or also just go to our website and fill out the profile evaluation form on the homepage. But the address here is here if you want to just send us the LinkedIn profile at info@mbaadmit.com. Okay, so tip number 1, pack a punch in short essays. You may notice that some of these top EMBA programs are making their essays shorter and shorter. And so the question is, does that mean that they're less important? The answer is no, they are still extremely important. And so if anything, shorter makes it more challenging. You have very limited space in which to make your case. And so every single word you use in these essays is very important. You want to make sure that you're not wordy, that you write your points very concisely so that you can cover more ground. You want to present persuasive evidence of your achievements, a compelling vision of your future, and then detail about what makes you so unique that you will enrich the EMBA class if you are admitted. So pack a punch in those essays. Tip number 2, because the essays are shorter these days, the recommendations, if anything, take on greater importance. That is how you're going to be able to convey the stories about your achievements, your skills, your future promise. And many times there are not limits on the word limits on the recommendations, or at least they're much longer than you will have in your essays. And so they become very important. You need to make sure that you work with your recommendation writer so they're aware of what stories you want to have them highlight, the qualities that they should focus on, and to highlight anything like your distinctives, your achievements. If you're leading something like DEI initiatives, that they might write about that, and that they talk about your future promise and then how you can contribute to the EMBA class. So really take advantage of those recommendations. Another important tip is make sure that you present solid evidence of your quant readiness. So these programs care a lot about quant skills because there's a lot of quant in their program. And so they want to make sure that if they admit you, that you will not struggle through their program. And so one of the easiest ways, if it is required, is to do well on the executive assessment. Now, well is usually considered 10 or above on quant. At most schools, the overall score that they're looking for is around 150 or so. Places like Wharton, it'll be higher. So their average is 155, and they think that a quant of 12 is around a solid score. But you want to just make sure that you're in a solid range. And if you do come in low, so say 9 on quant or lower, don't dismiss this. This could be a point of big concern for them. And so you want to just make sure that you're able to point to other evidence of your quant readiness and reach out to the school and talk to them about it if you are concerned. But don't reach out to them until you look at tip number 4, which is hone that resume. So you want your resume to present your very best credentials in the main areas that the school cares about. And so you want to make sure that you're taking the time to really make it a application resume. Going to have additional bits of information you would have on a job resume. Make sure that you're highlighting your outstanding experience and skills, that you're showcasing any distinctives that you have in terms of leadership, such as leading a DEI initiative or participating in training for a high potential leadership candidates. And then also make sure that you are showcasing evidence of your excellence, whether that's awards or big bonuses that you received. You want to just stand out greatly in all the areas that they care about. Just remember that the more impressive your resume, the more likely the school will set the bar lower for your test score and also consider you for a scholarship. So take advantage of the resume. It's your first presentation of your overall candidacy. And it's one of the things that the schools look at first when they begin to review your application. So we're more than happy to help you get through this process. If you need assistance, whether that's just reading essays you've already written or helping you from the beginning with brainstorming, reach out to us here at www.mbaadmit.com. And then you can also, as we said, send in your LinkedIn profile or a recent resume. We're more than happy to let you know what we think about the strength of your candidacy. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.